'Tis 9:30 in the morning, and we have not fed the fire since 12. A little before 12, about 11:45. And we still got a little bed of coals there smoldering. Alright, guys. This time, I did a log cabin. And I've got to tell you, it was shockingly efficient. It took us 2 days to build this one, about 13 hours total, but there was 2 of us. Plus, we had a teenager come out and help us for a couple hours to have some fun. So we had a lot of hands on this one. The issue with this one is gathering enough logs to actually build up the structure. It takes forever to gather up enough small saplings to do something like this. So you got to get some decent sized logs. That's a lot of work. If I was out here by myself, it would have easily taken twice as long. So for long term, I would say this is definitely an A+. It was uncomfortably hot in there, and I'll show you how much firewood we have left over. In any other situation, and I was telling Jimmy the whole night, we probably don't have enough firewood to last till midnight, 1 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, the fire's still smoldering, and we still have an abundance of firewood left. Ow. I built this one kind of short because by the end of the second day, I was just like, I'm not spending any more time on this shelter. And that may have been a mistake. To be honest, it was a little claustrophobic in there. And I'm not usually a claustrophobic guy, but we had 2 grown men in there. And even in my sleep, I was a little claustrophobic. We didn't struggle with smoke very bad. We kept the smoke on the outside of the shelter. We were very careful about all the straw you see right here, right over top of the fireplace. I don't recommend you do that. I mean, it really is a fire hazard. And we had this bottom log right here catch fire. I had to come out about 10 o'clock and move that back. It was just smoldering. It didn't catch fire, but it could have. If we'd have went to sleep with it like that, it would have caught fire. Be real careful with your fire, and make sure when you're done you clean everything up. Don't leave all this junk behind. Make it look like you were never there. Alright, on this shelter, the only tools we used were the bandsaw. Again, Harbor Freight, $12.99. Machete. My little trenching shovel. And a hatchet. Honestly, you could get away with not having the hatchet. You can use a cut off little log as a club and you'd be just fine. I didn't use this for cutting anything. This was my hammer. Very easy, simple shelter to build, but a lot of work. We're gonna have some venison stew. Got some carrots and some sweet golden potatoes. Scrumptious.
I can still feel the heat from right here with it the way it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'd tell you, this one is even warmer than the dugout, surprisingly. Maybe it's because it's the ground. Maybe it's the underground thing keeps it a certain coolness, but I'm about to come out of this hoodie.
Remember that. There's a good chance that's a coolant. A non-ferrous target, indicating that something potentially composed of precious.
We got heat and TV.
Joins Craig Tester,
Think we doing
Alex
good.
Lagina, and Billy Gerhardt as they investigate a recently unearthed cobblestone feature.
Kind of leaning towards the
This is
eye.
our big
That's
screen
another reason we thought it might be
theater
something,
feature.
because we feel that the eye might also be something. Yeah, we already have dates from that. I mean, there's several theories that fall into that interval. That's early enough to fit Phipps, but we need to prove it.
You still got your coat on, but I'm in a beater and I'm comfortable.
Oh, I'm nice and warm.
Oh.
No doubt about it.
I tell you what, though, if we'd have built this any smaller, it wouldn't have been enough room, I don't think.
No.
This is going to be just good enough for two of us to lay down and not have to snuggle with each other. As long as our chimney don't catch on fire, we're good. All right, so I pulled the tarp back for some easier access. We just had it covered with some straw. And when I tell you we had an abundance of firewood left, I mean, y'all saw what we had in here last night. It was extremely warm.